Hi, I'm Wanda from Swami. We're going to be starting our bracelet with a loop, which will be made from backward forward knots in my case. So this is the backward part, and then forward part is like making a 4 and passing the string through. And then I'll repeat the backward forward knots as many times as I can till I get my desired length. Now we'll take our string down. We're going to take our blue loop and make backward knots over the rest of the string. So we'll make a backward knot with our blue loop, then we'll take our light blue string and make a backward knot with that. Next we're going to take now is our white string and make a backward knot with that too. Our dark blue string, get another backward knot. We'll use white to make backward knots now. And lastly, we're going to use our light blue string to make backward knots, and by this time it should only have your blue string remaining. So now we're going to the left side to do the exact same thing. We're going to start with our blue string. We'll make forward knots over the rest of the string. Now we'll use our light blue string. Next we'll use our white string, then there will be our dark blue string, then white, then light blue, like we did on the other half. So now that we are done, we're going to tape it down the middle and take our two blue strings in the middle and make a forward knot with the one on the left. Now I did it like this, so I'll pull the first one and then I pull the second half to make sure it's tight and doesn't loosen. Now I'll take the light blue string on the left and make a forward knot over the blue string. I'll take the light blue string from the right and make two backward knots, sorry. Now we'll take our white string from the right and make two backward knots. Now we'll take our dark blue string and then we'll use our blue string to make a forward knot over it. A forward knot with our blue string and then a forward knot with our light blue string too. So now we're going back to the left side, and from the left side we'll take our white string and make 3 forward knots. Oh sorry, we're going to make 4 forward knots over the blue string, light blue string, white string, and the dark blue string. Now that we're here, we are going to take our dark blue string from the left, and we are going to make 1 backward knot over it with our blue string, our light blue string, and our white string. Only those 3. Do not use the dark blue string to make backward knots over the blue string. No, just use our blue, light blue, and now with both dark blue strings in the middle, make a forward knot. We have almost done with 1/2. So now we'll take our white string on the left and make 4 forward knots. We take our white string to the middle, now we'll take our light blue string on the left and make 2 forward knots, which will be over our blue and over our second light blue, so 2 forward knots. With our blue string, we're going to make 1 forward knot. Take our second light blue string and make a backward knot over our blue string. And then when you're done, add it to the pile of where the other blue string is, which means that we are done with those strings that we put to that side. Now take our white string and make 2 backward knots. Add it to the pile on the left. Now we'll take our dark blue string and use our light blue and blue string to make back and forward knots over it. So 1 forward knot with our light blue string, and then 1 forward knot with our blue string. So with our white string, we're going to make 7 backward knots. Our string will be right beside our dark blue string that's added to the pile on the left hand side. Still on our right, take the light blue string and make 2. Still on our right, take the light blue string, then make 2 forward knots, 2 backward knots, sorry. And then with our light blue string, make 1 backward knot. 1 backward knot. Then take our second light blue string and make 1 forward knot. When you're done, add it to the pile on the right this time. Those 2 are on the right. Now we'll take our white string and make 2 forward knots. With our dark blue string, we are going to use our light blue and dark blue strings and make backward knots over it. So add the dark blue string to the pile, then use our white string and make 2 forward knots. With the light blue strings in the middle, use one on the right and make 2 backward knots. Add that light blue string to the pile, pick up the second light blue string and make a forward knot over the blue string. With our 2 blue strings, make a forward knot. And once we're done with this forward knot, we've completed 1/2 or 1 circle. So now we're going to do the ends. So we're going to start from the right and we'll take our light blue string and make a forward knot over our dark blue string, over our blue string, sorry. With our white string, we are going to make forward knots too. For this part, the right part, we're just going to make forward knots with each next string. So after we use the white, we're going to use the dark blue. And after dark blue, the other colors that come next, which will be the whites, then the light blue, and then finally we use our dark blue. Finally we use our blue string. So with our last blue, we're going to make backward knots. Then we're going to make forward knots. After making that forward knot, we're going to start with the way we started in the beginning. So we're going to take the same blue string and we are going to make a backward knot over the rest of the string. That dog keeps barking, my goodness. Then now we'll take our light blue string and make backward knots. And we'll use our white string to make backward knots now. And just generally the way we did it in the beginning. After white, then will come dark blue, then white, then light blue, and finally blue. So we are done with our side. Got the other bracelet I have, so we just finished doing one side. Now we're going to do the same opposite thing on the left hand side. So we'll get started, and on this side we're going to be making backward knots to end this part. So we take our light blue string and make a backward knot over our blue string. Funny thing is that the dog you guys can hear is 2 compounds away from mine, and it is so loud. With our white string, we're going to make backward knots over the 2 we just did, or 2 strings onto that. Now with our dark blue string, we're going to make the same backward knot, and then we'll continue with our white, then light blue, then blue. I'll get back to you when you're on blue. Now that we're on our blue, we'll make backward knots, and this is going to be the last knot we make for this particular circle of our first circle. So when we're done, we're going to start making forward knots with the exact same blue string. So forward knots now. Oh, he stopped backing. I give him less than 5 minutes to start again. We'll use our light blue string and make forward knots over the remaining string. And I'm going to be quiet to see if you guys can get it the same way you got it in the beginning, or you can remember the way you did it in the beginning. If you've gotten it up to this point, then congratulations, you actually know what you're doing. Now we're not gonna continue because the pattern repeats at 2 minutes 59 seconds, so just go back and watch it. But I'll show you the pink bracelet I made. This is how it'll come out, and it looks really nice. And thank you for joining me, and well, bye.